and welcome. Today, let's speak a little bit about this isness, but through some questions. Now, there were some questions asked on social media. There are no answers. I'm sorry to say that, but there are no answers to any of the questions. The questions is simply that's which is arising. But it'll be nice to you could apparently share. You could say, but there's no one to share with whom. But let's speak about this ineffable isness through these questions. Now, someone asked me, I'm fed up of being a seeker and really want this to end. Is there nothing that can make the sense of I go away? Now, there is no seeker. The seeking energy may appear, but there is no solid individual body, mind, organism, or what a entity or individual with a parent soul, distinct, separate, that can die, or that can go away, or that can be released, or that can find liberation. That achieving, that wanting to let go, that wanting to get rid of it, for the sense to go away, is not only the dual dream, but it's a seeking energy, you could say. And this seeking energy is a dual dream, but nobody is doing that. Nobody is dreaming. There is no individual that is lost in the dual dream. There is no cosmos that is dreaming. There is no God. There is no, you could say, formlessness or nothingness apart from it, either performing the dual dream, doing the dual dream, or dreaming. That's simply an illusion. That someone is dreaming, someone is lost, someone needs to achieve this. That's the dual dream, and it's an illusion. There is no one that can, not only that there is no one that can get liberation, there is no such thing as liberation also. All there is this ineffable isness. So there is not that nothing can be done, or there is no, it's nothing can be done because it's formlessness that is appearing as that. It's formlessness dancing as that seeking energy. It's formlessness that is appearing as the illusion and the want to get rid of it, and the illusion that there is something that can be done. Now, generally, a lot of specifically, the seeking energy tries to apparently calm itself with money or love or power or fame or whatever. But then, when the apparent spiritual, you could say, bug bites, then a lot of spiritual agendas are recommended. For instance, you should distance yourself, or become still, or start becoming very calm, become very grateful, or for that matter, even start witnessing the whole thing. Now, those aspects cannot get to liberation because, firstly, there's neither liberation, there's no one doing them, and thirdly, there is no kind of a sequence that if you do this, this will happen to this, and no, secondly, non duality is not a state, it's not something that has to be achieved. Non duality or formlessness, this isness implies that all there is the formlessness appearing as that seeking energy. So, how can it get rid of itself, or how can it do something? And these agendas that are not agendas or whatever, these aspects that are suggested, I call it spiritual baggage of start witnessing or start becoming still, or what. It's not that they are better than this illusion, or there's no hierarchy. There may appear a hierarchy, but there's no hierarchy. It's not that this stillness is far better, or than this being lost in the illusion. For everything is formlessness. And also, how, if everything is formlessness, how can it let go of itself? How can it find itself? How can it achieve it? It's, to give an analogy of water. Can the wave become the water? Can the ocean become the water? Can the lake become the water? No, it can't, because it is water. So how can it become that? How can it be that? How? It's not being or becoming, it is. So this is something that cannot be achieved, because there's not only that there is no one and nothing can be done. When everything is apparently the formlessness of energetically dancing as that, even the seeking energy, how can it become that? Like the wave cannot become the water, and the water does not discriminate in the waves that this wave is better, so stillness is better than being lost in the illusion. That's all a dream story. So it's just the seeking energy dancing, formlessness dancing at seeking energy. Secondly, one more question I would like to say. Someone said, everything is empty or illusion, but who or what knows this? Now, knowing is too, like witnessing. Witness, it's not even two equal. Witness, witnessing, and that is being witnessed. Likewise, knower, knowing, unknown. This is the dual dream. How can it be known? This knowing, understanding, perceiving, um, getting something, achieving something, this is all in the, I won't say in the dual dream, this is the dual dream. That there is a distinct, it supposes that emptiness is standing apart from what is appearing. It supposes, this question supposes that there is formlessness that's standing apart from its form, and somehow the form can either know itself or become it, or it's simply the analogy of the wave. The wave cannot know the water. The wave cannot become the water. It is the water. So it's formlessness alone that is appearing as everything. It is empty and it is whole. It is, it appears as everything and yet it's nothing. It's, and it's so alive and so new, appearing as the seeking, the wanting to get rid of it. This did it. It's like did. So who is there? Is there a formlessness separate from form? It's formless forming, formless forming. I won't even say at the same time, because there's no such thing as time and space. It's just formlessness dancing as this, energetically alive and new, dancing as form, nothing being everything. This ineffable is this, that is and isn't, appearing as this alive, anew, immediate. Thank you.